What's up, Planeswalkers? Another day, another deck, and today we are doing the Japan Standard Showdown or Super Showdown Dimir deck. Saw this deck online, I thought it was really cool. It has two of Vren in it that I added because I faced some people online with Vren. It's got Enduring Curiosity, and then a lot of other just Dimir pieces. This is the thing that stood out to me was Plumecreed Escort gives a creature you control hexproof until the end of turn, and it has Flash. I thought that was pretty great. Enduring Curiosity, Lord Skitter, Kaito, Cut Down, Cecil, Spyglass, Phantom Interference, all that good stuff. So let's get into the matches and see how it does. Umbreon says hi, and don't forget, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. We're on our way to 1,500. And what do we have here? I think this is a pretty good hand to keep. We'll throw down the Verge first. Okay, opponent showing red, black. They're going to duress us, so hopefully nothing too crazy. I think we hold up the Cut Down and the Faerie Mastermind here. Alright. Opponent might be playing Reanimator, so they might destroy the Faerie Mastermind now. Yep. Okay, well there's Burst Lightning. Maybe not Reanimator. Swamp here now. And we've got two Cut Downs, so hopefully they play something that we can cut down. Rend Resolve. Okay, not a bad play for the opponent. We've got Vren. We've also got Enduring Curiosity. I think we go rush out the Vren here. Have the opponent make a choice. If they want to kill it and they have like a go for the throat or something next turn, then they would have to basically burn the ward cost too. Alright. Black Mage's Rada. Are we facing Rakdos Wizard? Interesting. Oh, Strategic Betrayal. No. That card's so good. Alright, well, we can definitely go ahead and Creature of the Schism here and cut down their Mage, or their Wizard, from the Black Mage's Rod. They are the Brilliant. We are the Brilliant too. Let's see who is more brillianter this match. Okay. Constellation Mage. Otter Wizard power here. Let's go ahead and destroy that Otter. Swing in. We get a 1/1 Vampire. We draw a card. They don't block. So I think we Siren Spyglass, or Spyglass Siren, and then Floodpits Drowner, tap their Otter Wizard. So it's still a Wizard deck, just with Otters. I think we're in pretty good control here. They might have, what was it, Kaiju or whatever it is. The one that if they have 4 Wizards, Circle of Power, they just trade another. There it is. What is opponent thinking now? Burst Lightning. Makes sense. Okay. Well, next turn, unless they block, we're going to draw a couple of cards. So I think we swing in first. We wait on Cecil. Looks a lot like opponent's going to block. So we get 2 cards off of this. If we can get an untapped mana source for a swamp. Well, both of those will work, actually. Let's go ahead and play down Cecil. And hopefully opponent isn't playing like some board wipe or something. Black Mage's Rod, okay. I was going to say, I just think of like Brotherhood's End or something, you know? Feel 3 to everything. Rend Resolve. Trigger. Okay, Highway Robbery. Gonna be an interesting thing there. We get a land. That's not the best for us. Let's go ahead and turn Soulstone Sanctuary. I think we pump up one of our vampires, right? They have life gain. Get another island. We're about to draw a lot of cards here too. Opponent goes down to 1. All of those cards. So yeah, if we would have hit 1 non-land card off the top. How many? Okay, that's a lot of lands. What the heck? Okay, we drew some other cards. But how did we only draw? We drew like what? 7 cards there, and we drew 3 creatures, 4 lands. Insane. Okay, Vren's Resolve. Opponent's got to deal 13 damage to us through a 3/3 and a 1/1 with lifelink, so 14 damage technically. I'm not saying they can't do that, because they absolutely can, especially using highway robbery and things like that, so yeah. Okay. They're still kind of chugging along, but I think they ran out of steam here. They can do 1 more, they deal 2 damage, then they swing for 3, we go down to 2. Good game, opponents. They almost had us. They almost had us. Thomas. Crafty Thomas up next. On to the next one. Kind of tempted to keep this hand, to be honest with y'all. Talk me out of it. Talk me out of keeping this hand, y'all. Because we can make it right now. I think we keep this hand. Pitch the Kaito. I mean, I know it's technically a 3-drop, but this one's a little bit better to get us to our 3rd land. Let's go ahead and lay down a swamp. Let's just get rid of the Llanowar Elves now. Early and often we want to get rid of their mana makers, because if they're playing green, that just gives them more firepower. They're playing Grul, so another Llanowar Elf. Let me give you a guess at what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go ahead and play the Shores. And what am I going to do next, y'all? What do you think? Cut down the Llanowar Elf. That's right. I mean, I guess we could go for the throw it, but cut down's way better because green and Grul generally get bigger creatures as they go. So I'm hoping they held on to 2 Llanowars and don't have any more mana. Opponent's kind of pausing, so that might... Well, nope, they have a Pit Offerings. As I say, maybe they don't have another mana, but they're going to exile some cards. That card's actually pretty crazy. Pit Offerings. Okay, Wandertail Mentor. We get our 3rd land. I think we just play down the Lord Skitter to allow us to go ahead and steal their Llanowar from the grave and then pass. If they get a 4th land, then we start to cause, well, not cause, have some issues. Okay. Hand drag. That makes sense. So whenever they cast a 4-drop, they also get to go ahead and expend 4 or whatever. I think we just go for the throat. The Quake Mole. Attack. Take it from the graveyard. Or take it from the graveyard, then attack. Hopefully they can't play a 4-drop here and we get a nice nowhere to run. Okay. They didn't play a 4-drop. Ooh, cut down. Which one's worse here? I mean, we could... I think this one's bad because it gives them extra mana and stuff, so let's go ahead and nowhere to run. Like, the Mentor's fine. It's not really doing anything. This does a lot. Like, that's a paragraph, so we can go ahead and nowhere to run it, then cut down. Nice deck. Thank you, opponent. Why can't I say thanks? Huh? Oh, I accidentally didn't grab that card. Let me see. Do you see the line? I just recently got that. Halana. Okay. I think we can pull this out. So they're going to hit us for 6. We go down to 8. We can then go ahead and attack. We return a rat to our hands. And we have Kaito, right? Once it's not blocked, I should say. So yeah, Kaito here. Boom. We can then go ahead and -2 Kaito and stun their Mentor, because they cannot pump up their own partners with each other. Thankfully. And then next turn, if we need, we can always -2 Kaito again to go ahead and tap down the Helana and swing in, and as long as we deal 4 damage, we win. Okay. What is opponent doing? I do like the art for cut down. I don't know. I don't know why I was staring at cut down for so long. It's crazy how good that card is. Alright, opponent. What are we doing here? Okay, there we go. They're passing. Yep, pump it up. Hit them with the Tomberry there. Do they not have anything else to do? They don't. So, I think we just pump up every ninja here, right? Swing in, they have to block, and we win? I mean, we have the Plumecreed Escort too, so if they try to go ahead and kill one of our creatures, which they might, we just give it hexproof. Kaito already has hexproof, so really we're just going to be protecting Lord Skitter, Skewer King. I really don't know why I didn't know that Plumecreed Escort was a thing. They do have a black source with it, so they could kill it. I don't know. Nope. Okay. Well, good game, opponent, and on to the next one. I'm sorry, but we're facing Skidles. Skidles. I don't know why I find that so funny that we're facing Skidles. Alright, Siren down. Duress? That's the second time we've been duressed. Interesting. I think we just hold up the Strategic Betrayal, right? Go from there. Caustic Bronco. Yeah, I think we just do that now. At this point, our main goal is just to stay ahead of the opponent curve-wise. We've got our 4 mana, so next turn we can throw down the Enduring Curiosity to at least draw 1 card if they kill our creature or one of our creatures. If not, then, well, I was going to say, if not, then we're good. They might kill both of them. Oh, no. I am curious why you kill a Spyglass there, not the Faerie Mastermind. I feel like Mastermind has bigger late game potential. So we swing, bring down the Curiosity, draw a card off of that now. We get the Reef. If both of our creatures live this turn, then we have protection in Plumecreed Escort. From spells. Let me rephrase that. From spells. Not necessarily like indestructible or anything. Alright, Innkeeper's Talent. They're going to start putting some counters. Are they going to activate the next one or no? Okay, so 2 of them. It's kind of interesting. I think we gotta go with the Reef here just to get some value out of this. I'm down to attack because if they trade, I would say if they trade, good. Basically. We do draw 2 cards though. 2 lands. Awesome. Opponent doesn't know that though. Glissa. Okay. Say opponent doesn't know what we got. They're gonna pump up their stuff for good reason. We can add our instep after they attack, animate the Sanctuary, or we can do this. Faerie Mastermind, draw a card. Boom, boom, boom. We get 2, opponent gets 1. There's nowhere to run. we can Floodpits Drowner, tap down the Glissa, swing, and win. And that's how you do it. Boom, boom. Just like that. And we are on to the wrap-up. So this deck, like I said, this is interesting. It came out of Japan. Japan decks always do well, in my opinion. This deck went 3-1. I didn't play the 5th match because I ran out a little bit of time. But with this, I mean, I would highly recommend it. I think this is a deck that's going to kind of take over Standard for a bit until Edge of Eternities at least. But let me know what you think in the comments. If you have any ideas, please leave them. And then thank you all for the support, first and foremost. Last but not least, you are doing everything right today, and you matter. Goodbye.